Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new mini-series covering some of the additions I've made to the A320 cockpit. If you ask any cockpit builder how long it took them to complete their project, they'll tell you that their cockpit is never done. There's always something they would love to add. Just one more thing. In this first episode, I'd like to discuss the addition of a printer to my cockpit, as historically, that was one of the very first things I wanted to add after completing the initial assembly and flying a few legs. On the A320, the printer is located on the back of the pedestal. I was happy to see that my setup had a nice replica of the printer bay with an articulated cover and a metal slit which seemed to scream to me, "Feed me paper." Although the printer in the real aircraft is a little bit wider, a convenient way of reproducing the same functionality is by using a small 80mm thermal printer commonly used for printing receipts. Clearly, you want to find a printer that fits in the limited space available. In addition, I would recommend selecting a model where the paper exits from a flat side of the printer, and at an angle as close as 90 degrees as possible in order to facilitate feeding the paper through the slit in the cover. Personally, I selected the ACE H1 model from RONGTA. After choosing a specific model, you will have to build some sort of platform or crib to support it and facilitate positioning it properly. I had some extra 80-20 aluminum extruded profiles that I always find extremely useful for this type of custom constructions. You can see the simple balsa sheet I used as the support for the printer. I added smaller pieces of balsa to keep the printer from moving and to tilt it slightly, in order to facilitate feeding the paper through the slit. Note that I also added a small piece of balsa wood on the bottom of the cover next to the slit to make sure the paper is properly guided as it has a tendency to curl up. So, what can you print? Quite a few things actually, such as the load sheet, the takeoff performance data, weather requests, ATIS information, CPDLC messages, and even a detailed log of your flight once completed. Let's take a quick look at a few examples. Here, I am getting alerted via the upper ECAM that a new company message is available. We just received our takeoff performance data, and instead of going back and forth between pages on the MCDU, or between the two MCDUs, we can just print this information and have it right there to enter it into our performance page. Another common use is printing the weather information for the destination airport. I typically like to start requesting the METAR, or the ATIS if it is available, early in the flight, and then updating it as the flight progresses. Having multiple printouts over time helps me not only entering the latest information when approaching our destination, but also building a mental picture of the evolution of the weather by quickly glancing through the various printouts. Overall, the printer has been a very nice addition to the flight deck, and I enjoy using it on every flight. Also, I have to say that the printer is a big hit with every visitor we have in the cockpit. Sometimes it seems that this might be the most impressive feature in the whole cockpit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe so that you get notified when I release future episodes. And feel free to use the comment section below if there is any particular aspects of the cockpit you'd like for me to cover in a future episode. In the meantime, enjoy the virtual skies.